Hello everybody and welcome back to zingisithelawena. We continue with Mr. Arnold Mayibongwenkala talking about marriage rites or marriage rituals or the steps that young people take or even older people for that when you want to get married or start a family.
I was making again is sex crime, right, in South Africa. Yes. So because of that, because of all the reasons I've just said, sometimes this form of courtship sometimes is not favorable because of that.
Encouraged.
Yes. So
I said it's not encouraged.
yes, and it is also found in some other African communities besides Ngoni people. For example, the Hutu, Tswana, and Pedi, who are found in South Africa, Lesotho, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. They call it Chobediso, or Chobedisa.
Okay.
And then the Shona people of Zimbabwe, they call it Mosenkabere. Literally, it means to kill a hyena and run away with it. So in this case, the hyena is the woman, right?
So it must be
Sorry?
a Bantu culture thing.
The Bantu, there are many.
No, I mean,
groups,
it looks like it goes across quite a few communities in Southern Africa. So,
yes.
and they
It's
have
not Bengali
Bantu.
people, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now at the end of courtship stage, there is in many African communities, there is the payment of the bride price. So the bride price is a token of appreciation. But do you remember when we were speaking on the episode about the role and position of women in Africa, we said some communities have commercialized the bride price. Do you remember?
Yes.
So and we stated some reasons why some people have commercialized it. So the most common commodity for bride price is livestock. That is the most commodity. But in today's world, it comes in the form of money. So they'll be using the value of the price of the cow at that time. Yes, at that time of payment. Yes. So that's how common it is. And and in today's world, if the bride to be has an academic degree or is industrious, the price gets higher. Yes, the price gets higher. So in long ago, women were not working or they were not going to universities like today. So today, there is that kind of aspect in many African communities, you see. And different communities, they perform this process in different rites.
Okay.
Let's say in different ways, but the most common way is whereby there are negotiation committees, whereby there is a committee that represents the family of the bridegroom to be and the family of the bride to be. So these committees, they meet, and then there is a spokesperson between these two committees, and then they make an arrangement. You see, so there is a payment there, but usually the payment comes through installments. So in many cases they don't pay there and there. Like, so it comes in installments.
Because so committee, they have to go and report to the families and say, they have to go back and report to the families that we have agreed on this. Are you happy with that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And that fact that marriage is a process. So
Yeah.
they'll be trying to get to know each other, which may be the reason why maybe long ago there were few divorces than today. So today people get to know each other today. Within a month they are married. But in an African setup, it's a long process. You see, so you have to be very patient, and it's a way of trying to build a strong foundation for marriage. Yes. So in many cases, the first payment, we can call it a deposit, if I can put it that way, and that marks the beginning of where the couple can now stay together.
Okay.
In many communities. Yes.
Okay.
But usually what happens is after the deposit is paid, there is a wedding ceremony that takes place. You see, and yeah, after so that is the beginning of the marriage, like the actual marriage, if I can put it that way. After the deposit of the bride price,
Okay.
and
It's
and
a
there are
bride
many.
price. You said bride price. Is it a bride price? You said first. You said it's a token of appreciation.
Yes.
I thought this is lobola, amalobola we are talking about. I thought it was more the amalobolo were paid for the children you are going to bear for the family.
No, um,
Yes,
not really. No.
but
No.
if you haven't paid amalobolo, those children don't use the men's surname. They belong to.
Um,
Isn't that what like in the Ndebele culture? I may be wrong.
uh,
I thought that you
actually,
don't pay lobola.
that is, I can say that's a good question. Let me
Yes.
put that as a question. That's a
Because
good
I
question.
thought ukuthi kulotsholwa abantwana, not umfazi. You
No,
lobola the children,
Okay,
not.
no. You pay the bride price for the bride, not for the children. Okay, let me give you an example, like in Ndebele. In
Yes,
Ndebele, let's say you want the bride, but you want the children, right? Let's say you've impregnated someone,
yes,
but it's not something that you were really about. But now there's a child involved,
yes,
so you pay what is called ukuhlenga. Ukuhlenga is like to reduce. It's like to get the children. So what happens is this: you see all the cows. Okay, I'm gonna put it in the form of cows.
yes,
All the cows which are involved in bride price,
yes.
they mean something.
I
For
know they
example,
have kulenkomo
do you remember
yoshaka
when we were?
ekamama,
Yes, we spoke about that.
the one
So
for the mom.
each and every cow,
Yes,
yeah. So each and every cow has a meaning, and some of the meaning,
but then
one of the cows will mean that the children you are now allowed. Uh, the children are going to use your surname. You see, so
yes.
each and every cow has a reason. For example, you are
Oh,
now allowed. Yes,
so there
yes.
is
So
no.
like for example,
So it's not a bride price.
the problem is this this institution is not a European institution.
Yes.
So there is no actual European
English
word
word to
we can
describe
use.
the process.
Yes, no, yes. So by saying bride price, I'm trying by all means to give someone a future, you see,
I
but
know,
it is not a
I
prize.
understand that, but then I'm also want to dispel this business that women are being bought. It's not that nobody is paying for a woman. You are sort of like it's could we say it's like
it's a token of appreciation.
Yeah, well, yes, I suppose you're right. A token of appreciation, not only appreciating the family, the entire building relationship. That's how you build a relationship.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you still remember, I said I said that even on the episode when we were talking about the roles of women,
yes,
the roles and positions of women, we say that today some people they commercialize it. Do you remember when we say that? And we say that one, and we say that the other reason was because of colonization, whereby the colonizers they codified
stipulated
the marriage system. Yes. So because of that, it brought the system of commercialization of bride price. Yes. And because of that, so when people, so now you will find, do you remember we said in Zulu, because of the codification, we said the minimum of cows was 10 cows. Do you remember that?
Yes.
You said because of codification, which was started by colonization.
Yes.
And through that, it was now sort of commercialization. And it made someone who pays 10 cows to have something in return. So it was more of so it became some more a commercial transaction, you see. So as much as the bride price was not meant for commercialization, but due to colonization and also the adoption, or should I say neo-colonization, it has been commercialized, and unfortunately, which is why some women find themselves in disadvantaged positions. But originally, it's not meant for commercialization, but because of because of what Africans have gone through, because of colonization, you see. Some people who get happy when they give birth to a daughter, because they will know it's an investment. You see, there are people like that. People say, "Wow, it's a daughter."
And
so
there are women who sort of like decide how much how much they're going to be charged. So
yes, because of colonization and westernization, is now something else. Yeah, it's something else. Some women, some women, there are even some women who pay bride price for themselves. They will give their the bride to be some money to go and pay, as if the money is from the bride to be. So it's from the bridegroom to be, but actually it's from the bride to be. There's also such kind of thing.
Maybe they're doing it out of love, like maybe he's broke, he doesn't have money.
Yeah. So yes. So now, because of commercialization, is now a bit complicated. You see,
it's very complicated.
And it even becomes more complicated if it is done by Christians, because another thing, some of the cows there, they represent the union of ancestral spirits. You see, so it's like the union of these ancestral spirits and these ancestral spirits, they are becoming one thing through matrimony. So you and then you find some other Christians doing it, and you ask yourself what are they trying to do. But then even so they only look at the financial part of it, but they don't look at the spiritual part of it. You see, so people do it in many forms.
They're picking and choosing what culture they take and what they leave behind.
Yes. So you will find, but the truth is, if you are an African, and then if you don't use your own surname, sometimes you get some troubles. I think you know that, right? You can become spiritually ill. So such things are being treated by the payment of lobola. There are people who even pay lobola for themselves, you see, so that their things can go well. So what I'm trying to say is, the involvement of ancestral spirits in the bride price. Okay. And then you find people who don't venerate ancestral spirits implementing bride price, and you see, and you ask yourself, it is because of the love of money, if I can put it that way. Anyway, yes. So if you still remember, now I am now coming to the actual marriage, right? So if you still remember, on the past podcasts, we have spoken about different types of marriages, right? For example, if you still remember, we have spoken about the leverage. Do you still remember leverage?
Yes.
We spoke about polygamy. We spoke about polygamy. We spoke about the same sex, as in we said the woman to woman. Do you remember?
Yes.
We spoke about diplomatic marriages. Do you remember when you said princess marrying to another? So we are speaking about many types of marriages, and yes, and because of that, I am not going to repeat. I'll just add on what we have
about is like the King Lopengula having about 200 wives. How does it?
No, we spoke about that.
Yes, we did talk about that, right? Yes. Oh, that's Western polygamy. It's a little bit more complicated than polygamy.
Okay. Other forms of marriage that I can highlight, right? Okay, there is a cousin marriage. The cousins, they come among the Sotho and Pedi people who are found in South Africa, Botswana, and Zimbabwe. So a man is encouraged to marry his maternal cousin. So this is said to be an advantage, you see, because the bride, the groom are already spiritually connected by their common ancestral spirits, you see.
Isn't that a little bit too close?
Sorry? Yes. And sometimes the two families come so comfortably with each other such that they feel like they can continue marrying each other because they now know you see. Yes. So there is that cousin marriage. So there is also another form of marriage. There is marriage according to one's rank or class or caste system. So we have got communities with the class system like the Tuareg. You see the Tuareg of the Sahara. Yes, we are talking about them a lot. Yes. And there is also another community called the Kamba people of Kenya. You see, so they have got ranks there and the classes there. So you must marry within your class.
Your rank. See? Okay.
Yeah, or your rank. Yes. So it's also the form of marriage. And then in our culture, in Ndebele culture, a man, there's also this form of marriage whereby you can, even if you are allowed to marry from your grandmother's family.
Which grandmother?
I think any grandmother, especially your maternal grandmother. So when we grow up in the Ndebele culture, our grandmothers, they refer to us as their husbands. Have you ever know what is that? Yes. Or maybe your father, or maybe your grandfather calls your girlfriend or your wife.
Yes.
Yes.
I thought that was just
so. Sorry.
I thought that was just talk.
There's an origin from that. So it's a way of showing that it is not incest. It is not regarded as incest to marry within your grandmother's family. So from the young age, you are taught that your grandmother is your girlfriend, and your grandmother calls you her boyfriend. You see, so it's just a way of preserving that culture.
Okay.
Yeah. And then another form of marriage I can talk about. Okay, there is a community called the Banyankole. people of Uganda. They are found in southwest Uganda. They are called the Banyankole people.
Okay.
So there is a form of marriage whereby before the wedding, right, which is after the payment of the bride price, the auntie of the bride how can I put it? Is involved sexually with the future bride, with the bridegroom.
Okay.
You see, with the bridegroom of her niece, if I can put it that way.
Yeah.
So what is, before you have sex with your wife, you first have to sleep with
your aunt.
Her aunt. Yes. So the auntie will be testing the sexual ability of the bridegroom, and will also be trying to understand the sexual preferences of the bridegroom. And then she will go and tell her niece how she must please, how she must sexually please the bridegroom, if I can put it that way.
Okay.
You see? So there is that form of, that form of marriage. To them it's common, but I think it's very dangerous, especially where in today's where there is HIV and AIDS and other sexual transmitted diseases. Yes. Yes.
There is something similar in Zimbabwe, the Kalanga community.
Yes, but now the problem is, I've asked some my Kalanga friends. There's none who agree, but there are rumors. But there are rumors that among the Kalanga people of Zimbabwe, the bride, yes, the bride has to first sleep with the father-in-law. Yes. And then the father-in-law will be checking whether the bride is a virgin or not. Yeah. So they say they put a white sheet, and if there is blood on the white sheet, that this bride is not a virgin. You see. So, but I've asked many. Actually, I also have got Kalanga blood. You see. Okay. And I've asked many people, and there is no one who agrees that there is such. But I grew up hearing about this. Even today, I hear about this, even in newspapers, because there is a community in Plumtree in Zimbabwe, whereby there was a village which was killed by HIV. The village, because you will find a village will be like a one family. You see, so practicing that, and so you will find that if there is HIV, so it is going to spread. You see?
Yeah, it's a very.
But
those
I don't know whether you have
practices that are sort of like dangerous to practice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there is also another community called the Wadapi tribe. The Wadapi tribe is among the Fulani ethnic group. So the Wadapi, they are found in Niger. So the Fulani people, they are found in many countries.
Yes, like, because they are normal.
Like Niger. Yeah. Yes. Some of them they've got permanent settlements because they are found in many countries, right? Some are even in the urban areas.
Yeah.
So yes, so the Wadapi, they are found in Niger. Okay. So they have got another form of marriage system, which I can refer in English as wife stealing form of a marriage. Okay. So you have to steal someone's wife.
Okay, they
Sorry?
actually have a ceremony. Is it once a year or?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Is it like a once a year ceremony where?
Yes, yes, yes. So what happens is that they have got a festival.
Oh, it's a
They
festival.
call it yes, they call it Kerewol. It's done, I think it's done every June.
Okay.
I'm not sure when it's done. I'm not sure when but it's done annually. So it's like a beauty contest where men it's like a beauty contest. So men will put up their makeup. Yes. And then if a married woman gets attracted to one of those men, they can arrange to run away.
Okay.
So they can arrange to run away. And in other words, that man who would have stolen the wife of another man.
Okay.
And that means that he is now the new husband of that woman.
Okay.
So it is socially. So once they steal your wife, in that festival, that's it. You see, you have
What
to
about
accept
the
that.
children?
Sorry.
What about the children? If there are children involved, does he have
So
a second? If he's got another wife and he steals another one,
yeah.
does that mean?
So he's sort of saying that the wife has divorced the other man, and then now he's the new years.
Okay.
So for that man to get his wife back, he must wait for that annual festival and then steal that wife from. Yes. So to them, yes. Yes. So there are many forms of marriages, and so like as I said that in most communities, a wedding ceremony takes place after, you remember, after the deposit of the yes. So, and then after the wedding, right? In some communities, the daughter-in-law is given a new name. You see, to avoid her in-laws to address her by her maiden name or by her real name. You see, so yeah. For example, there's something called a technonymous name. Do you know a technonymous name?
No.
So a technonymous name is a name whereby you call someone, whereby you call a parent, or whereby a parent is referred to through the name of her child.
Oh,
for example, let's say,
okay, like call me by my daughter's name. Yes.
So yes. So
it's
like
so and so's mother.
Yeah. So in many cases, the woman will be referred to by the name of her firstborn child. Yeah.
And the men
For example, let's say among the Tswana people, let's say if her child is called Tsepiso, right? Tsepiso. So they will call it Matsepiso. You see, in the Ndebele, yes, in the Ndebele, let's say, like my name is Mayibongwe, right? So they call they will call my mother Naga Mayibongwe. So there is Naga. So in Tswana they say Ma, and then they put the name of. Then in the village they say Naga, and then they put the name of the child. Sometimes the daughter-in-law is addressed by her maiden name. You see, for example, like you, let's say you like for example your maiden name is Jov, right? So they'll put the prefix Ma to say Manjov. You see, to get that.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yes, yes, I do.
Yes. So they will put the prefix. So this happens mostly among the Nguni groups like the Ndebele, the Zulu. So if your maiden name is Ndlovu, they'll put the prefix ma, then they'll say man Ndlovu. You see. So in other words, in an African society, getting married does not take away your surname, your maiden name. You still use your yes. Unlike in Western culture where you are being called by the surname of your husband.
Yes.
You see. Okay. So there is no loss of identity there. Yes. And then sometimes the daughter-in-law is given a name which implies of what her in-laws expect of her. For example, among the Xhosa people, right? So a Xhosa bride, she's given the let's say her in-laws wanted to bring happiness. So in Xhosa happiness, the Xhosa are found in Zimbabwe. They are found in South Africa and Zimbabwe, right? Yeah. So if they wanted to bring happiness to the family, so happiness is vuyo, right? In Xhosa. So now then, so the new bride they put the prefix no. You see, no, N-O. So no in Nguni, it means the mother of. You see, it means the mother of. So if they wanted to be the mother of happiness, so they say her new name is Nomvuyo. You see. So yes. So they are in most cases they are the new name of the daughter-in-law starts with no. No man's, no Mvuyo.
No malam.
You see.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. It is up to them what they expect of me. Yes. It's up to them what they expect of me. Yes. But generally, those are marriage rights in Africa. I don't know whether you've got a question.
No.
Yeah.
No, understood. But we spoke mostly about women and not so much about men. About men, it was.
So, when you say we spoke most about women, not about men, I think we also spoke about men. I think we, for example, you remember when you spoke about the word stealing.
Okay. It gives me the impression that, I suppose that's the true impression that in most African societies, women leave their homes and go to the men's.
Oh, the main reason is that actually now I think I get your statement. The main reason is that we spoke so much about women, the episodes when we were speaking about the roles.
Yes.
No, sorry, we spoke about men in the episode when we were speaking about the roles and positions of women. For example, if you remember matrilocal, so in many cases we were trying to show how men they handle themselves sometimes to women. You see, so some of the aspects which are part of the marriage rights, we didn't speak about them today because we have already spoken about them. Yes, which means according to your observation today, we spoke too much about women more than men.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Nkala.
Yes.
As always,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
We've enjoyed having you for this topic, marriage rights in Africa. If you enjoyed our podcast, please don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and also like and follow us on Spotify, iTunes, and Google Podcasts. And Mr. Arnold Mayibongwenkala has got 2 books, Abetwagazi and the
Mthokazi Throne.
Yes. You can find them on his Instagram, Facebook.
No. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Yeah.
Yes, and we'll put links to the book on our podcast as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And we appreciate the support that you guys are giving us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
City.